Yes, come in. Neeraj. Okay, Neeraj, Kumar. Please be seated. Good afternoon. Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, please introduce yourself.
My name is Neeraj Kumar.
Mm-hmm.
I am from village Sultangarh, district Fatehpur, Uttar Pradesh.
Mm-hmm.
And I have done my BTech from Uttar Pradesh Technical University and the MTech from IIT Hyderabad, and both in computer science. And so since 2016, I started preparation for civil services. And in civil services, I have written 3 mains and appeared once for the interview.
Okay.
And in meantime, since 2017, I started working as an educator in an institute, Age Excellence LLP. And so this is what I have done.
How much mark? What was your marks in interview in civil service?
So it was 154.
150. And what is your optional?
Geography.
Geography.
Yes.
So this year also you appeared for main prelims? No.
No, sir, I took a break this year.
Next year you will take. Okay. Okay, my colleague will ask you a question when I will join the last.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
Neeraj.
Yes, sir.
Neeraj, you have mentioned working in agriculture fields and flogging.
Yes, sir.
What is flogging?
Jogging, sir, it's like jogging, picking up the waste while jogging.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So it is about fitness and taking care of planet both.
Plants both things get simultaneously taken care
Yes,
of.
yes, sir.
Okay. Are you aware of the soil health card scheme?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell the criteria which are there on the soil health card, which on those parameters the soil is judged and it is evaluated? Are you aware?
Yes, sir. I am aware of this. Soil health card provides recommendation on 12 parameters, and it includes both macro and micro nutrients, and it provides two kind of recommendation, two kind of reports. One is present status of the soil, and what is the desired level, and what amendments should be there, and what kind of things can be done to make the soil more sustainable. So these recommendations are also provided there.
Okay. So what type of a crop cotton is? Is it a rabi crop or a kharif crop?
Sir, it is a kharif crop.
Okay. And maize?
Maize is again a kharif crop.
Is it grown as rabi crops also? Crop also in certain areas?
Yes, sir. Indian soil is very much fertile, and the climate is that much. We can grow most of the crop in both the seasons, and if the available conditions are provided.
So tell some versatile crops which, as you mentioned, can be grown on, because I don't think rice can be grown in both the seasons.
Rice can be
you
grown.
can correct me if I'm wrong.
So rice can be grown in both the seasons, and there are some.
Are you aware of certain varieties which are grown during Rabi season of rice?
Yes, sir.
You
Like Aman rice, that is part of Assam. They grow there, and some rice in Telangana region, that is broadcasting rice.
Okay.
So that is also grown there because of lack of water there.
Right.
Yes, sir. But in northern plains, rice is northern plains, especially in Uttar Pradesh or Bihar or in Punjab region. Rice is generally grown on Kharif season.
Don't you think because of usage, overgrowing of rice, we are causing depletion of groundwater resources? So we should rather import rice from outside and save our precious water resources.
So it is true that we are using a lot of water, and in fact we are the largest exporter, and we are virtually exporting water to all over the world. I would not recommend that we should stop cultivating the rice and importing the rice from other countries. In fact, we can make some amendments. We can make amendments in cultivation and make amendments in agricultural practices and use of drip irrigation or sprinklers, rain guns. So water use application we can increase. As of now, the flood irrigation is there. The water use application is only around 30%.
So have you heard of the word crop intensification?
Yes, sir.
Please tell.
It is how much intensity of the crop that we can get from a particular field. Like crop intensity is like in in a year.
Specifically, have you heard of rice intensification?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Rice intensification is a agricultural practices, and that means providing suitable space to the plant so that it can grow optimally. In this process of rice intensification, the space between the plant it get wide. So
Okay.
yes, sir.
You have delivered yourself, Neeraj. Have you heard of Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana?
Yes, sir.
Tell in brief.
Sir, it was part of the Atmanirbhar Bharat package. Under this, government will pay the employer and employee share of the new employment creation, that is 24%. And sir,
For how long the government will be paying the share?
sir, initially it was for 3 months, and then again it was increased for 3 months.
Currently, it is for 6 months, in your opinion.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, are you aware what is the interest rate on EPFO in EPFO right now?
Sir, it is 8.1%.
And similarly on PPF?
Sir, PPF it is, if I am not correct, sir, allow me to guess.
Yeah, okay.
So it is 7.6%.
How do you think EPFO manages to give higher interest rates as compared to other PF schemes or for that matter investment schemes as well?
Sir, because EPFO manages its funds very well, and it has diversified its portfolio, because it has invested in different kind of investment instruments like government debt, government bonds. There is a criteria 45 to 65% can be invested in government bonds, and some from 55 to 15% in security equity bonds, and some other mutual bonds, mutual sector, and these funds are
Okay.
also managed by.
So you have conveyed yourself. Neeraj, what according to you is an accounts officer in EPFO is supposed to do?
So, work of account officer is to foremost work is to maintain discipline, decorum under the whatever the area is serving, and to ensure that all the accounts are properly maintained, all registers are properly maintained and updated, scrutinized on a regular basis, and also provide weekly and monthly report to the higher authorities, maybe regional provincial commissioner, and maintaining.
Don't you think all these records you are referring to, they are already now available in digital modes and the higher authorities can very easily access them using digital mediums? So still is the physical maintenance and updation of records necessary now?
Sir, I think in digital mode we can do that. It will ease our efforts, but it is also vulnerable to number of things like cyber attack or information depth. Information can be stolen from the computer.
Okay.
So
Then in that sense, a lot of crores of subscribers of EPFO, they are very much vulnerable to such cyber crimes.
yes, sir.
So what safety measures do you suggest? I mean, should yuan be stopped altogether, or what should be the safety lines?
Sir, there are a number of mechanisms, and especially when we maintain the accounts, there is a technology, blockchain technology. So that is very much secure, and we can implement that in EPFO account maintenance, account management, ledger account storage. So that we can do that, and it
How using blockchain technology help in ensuring or improving service delivery to citizens?
Sir, like it will reduce the corruption, fraud, fraudulent withdrawal from the account cannot be done because it is a decentralized mechanism. So individual person cannot be able to do that. He also needs permission. So in this way, reduction in corruption is one field that we can do that.
Okay, Neil. So those were my questions. Now, sir will ask questions.
So Neeraj, if you are given a choice between EO and AO, that you have to pick only one. So which one will you pick?
So for me, both are providing immense diversified field. But if I am given only one choice, and then I will be taking up enforcement officer job.
Why?
Because in enforcement officer, I will also be acting as a ear and eye of EPFO, and will also be acting as a facilitator to the employer, and also be solving the problems of the employee, so that I can make even better contribution in the life of low wage workers. And sir, recently there is a circular issued in EPFO where the EOs are given additional duty, where if there is an industrial accident happening in establishment registered under EPFO, then EO made nodal officer. So it is duty of EO to go there and educate the family of the deceased person and ensure that the EDLI benefits are also provided to the family of the deceased person.
Okay, so EDLI is what is the full form?
Implies a deposit linked insurance.
Why it's called deposit link?
Because there is no additional contribution is required. It is only if a person is a member of that EPF scheme, then he will get that.
But how does it justify being called deposit linked?
If a person is a member and has a deposit in EPF account, then he will also be insured. That means his insurance is linked to the deposits in EPF.
Okay.
Sir,
All right. So you are a computer science postgraduate also. You must know what is cryptocurrency.
yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Cryptocurrency is a kind of digital currency, and that is run on the underlying technology of blockchain. And this is a distributed blockchain technology, and there is no need of intermediary required to generation of these cryptocurrency. And
Okay. So, do you know what is a smart contract?
sir, I heard about this, but I am not able to recall it. I'm sorry, sir. I will check upon it.
Okay. So, how can you buy cryptocurrency? Is it legal in India?
It is not legal in India, and government has decided to not legalize the cryptocurrency.
So, how can you buy it? Can you buy it?
It can be done through some crypto exchanges are there where people can buy this cryptocurrency.
So, can you as an Indian go and buy cryptocurrency?
So I think yes, as of now, because there is no law that declared illegal. There is only a saying by the government that they are not making it illegal.
Okay. So, after this recent COVID phenomena and lockdowns, we saw a lot of innovations in the edtech sector. You are also doing some education.
Yes.
So can you tell me 3 innovations that happened recently in the field of edtech or education?
So I think first one is Zoom became very popular. That may not be a new innovation, but
Okay, tell me innovations.
sir, I will check upon it. I'm not able to recall it.
So, you have been educating civil service aspirants.
Yes.
So, do you teach
Yes.
or do you only make content?
I teach also.
You teach also.
Yes.
What do you teach?
Geography and some agriculture related topics from the economics.
Okay. So, explain it to us, like we are students, the phenomena of volcanism in few sentences.
Volcanism can be volcanism of the feature when the plate are interacting with each other, and these will be in OO interaction and OC interaction, and they will not be in CC interaction, and there will be some volcanism in the forms of hotspot.
You are teaching student who is new, who has just come to Rajasthan for study. Now explain.
Volcanism is something the
Explain like you are explaining to a layman, as we call.
Earth is also like an organic body, and it also has some energy inside it. And sometimes excessive heat gets developed, and that gets released in the form of proton.
Okay. So, in education, one of the innovations that happened was they started teaching coding to kids.
Coding to kids.
Huh. Have you heard of any such app or platform where they teach coding? You understand coding? You are a coder, computer engineer. So they are teaching coding to kids, like 4th standard, 5th standard kids.
Yes, sir, I heard about this, but I'm not able to recall the exact.
So what is your view? Leave it you have heard or not. What is your view? Like, should we teach coding to class 4, 5, 6 students or even younger?
I think there is no harm in teaching the students, but it will be better to make them play more sport and develop a critical thinking at the age of 8 to 10 years. So that would be better, because these programmings may be learned at the early age,
Okay.
but these are the dynamic areas get changed.
Alright. So, talking about agriculture, recently government rolled back farm laws. Do you think those farm laws would have been beneficial for the farmers of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar? You are from Uttar Pradesh, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, tell me about Uttar Pradesh.
So these farm laws were very much forward-looking laws, and much needed reform was carried out by these laws. But sir, I also support the repeal of the law, because those laws were not by the people. I can say there was no consultation with the state or the group.
Tell me the specific problems. Can you name the 3 farm laws?
So exact name I am not able to recall it up now, but
Can you tell me what the laws were about one by one?
one was related with the market access and
What was there in that?
connecting the farmers
What
with
was
the
the main
corporates,
theme of that?
enabling the farmers to sell their products out of the mandis.
Okay.
And second was,
So is this problematic?
it was not problematic for me.
As a farmer,
As a farmer, it was not problematic, but eventually there must be some kind of guarantee that when the farmers start selling the product outside the mandi, then there should
okay.
not be this
So
continuous.
not all crops are under the price guarantee
Yes.
program, right? So do you think we should bring other crops also, maybe in the price protection scheme like MSP or something else?
So,
Apart from this.
sir, as of now, 24 crops are there
Huh.
under MSP.
Yeah. So
What
you
is-
want to bring more? Why not make 100? Why keep some crops out? Onion, potato, brinjal.
So we can bring both the crops, but there are precondition is required. Like if we are bringing a potato or onion, there must be some storage, because these are the perishable crops that cannot be procured by the government altogether. And sir, there is a problem with procurement. Only wheat and rice gets procured, and that is open-ended procurement system. And that procurement is also happening in some parts of the country, like Punjab, Haryana, and western part
Okay.
of Uttar Pradesh.
All right. This is from my side, Neeraj.
Yes.
Sir will.
Okay, okay, Neeraj,
Yes, sir.
you have written that you are employed as a education and a content developer.
Yes.
So what is exactly the job?
This job is divided into two parts. One is teaching the students, and second part is developing exam-oriented content like question paper, like model answers, and
Okay,
making students able to how to write answer, these kind of things.
good. So, have you heard about rice fortification?
Yes.
What is this?
So,
How it is done?
So it is by it is the addition of some nutrients, increasing the nutrient value of the rice, and it can be done in two ways. One is if there is a genetic fortification, then we change the genetics of the plant and then increase the nutrient.
The Prime Minister is referring about the rice fortification and its distribution through PDF system. So what exactly was in his mind? It was a genetic transformation or it was something to be added, and what was the objective of it? That I wanted from you.
It is not genetic transformation. It is something will be added like
Then you confine your reply to that only.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, sir. So it is about to addition of minerals or vitamins
Like example.
vitamin A, vitamin D. So
Mhm.
those will be added. And in our population, there is a problem of deficiency of micronutrients, and there is a problem of malnutrition. So that can be solved by using this method.
Okay. Okay. And what do you understand by the golden rice? There is a term golden rice.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sorry, this is a rice rich in vitamin A, and this is a genetic modified rice. This
What
is
do
like-
you, okay. What do you understand by the organic farming?
So organic farming is about no application of fertilizer. It is about application of compost and making the farming compatible with the ecosystem. And sir, it has a number of components like optimum use of water, drip irrigation.
So, in your opinion, can we replace the normal farming by the organic farming?
So it can be done, but there must be some gradual process. There must be some gradual process, and with optimum support from the government, because altogether some productivity issues are there in organic farming, and transformation or converting from chemical to the organic farming, it also has some issues of cost also, and labor issues are there, because labor is more required in the organic farming, and labor availability is now becoming an issue.
Okay, in the field of fertilizer, there was a revolutionary thing has happened last 1 month. What was that?
So maybe nano fertilizer.
Yes, exactly. Please tell something about it.
So nano urea now has released by EPFO. So this is that can be sprayed on the plants, and because of nano size of the particles, it can be absorbed by the leaves also. So fertilizer use efficiency will increase, and the cost of fertilizer will also decrease, and it will also save our food from contamination and soil from fertilizer contamination. So it is a win-win situation from all the directions.
Okay. What do you understand by the GM crop?
It is a genetic modified crops, and with a high potential of productivity and a reduced harvest cycle. So many crops can be grown in a year.
Some example I would like to know.
Yes, cotton, BT cotton, BT brinjal, and BT.
Why government of India is not very keen to promote this thing?
So there are issues like there are two main issues. One is a health issue, and second is environmental issue. Because some people say that it will also harm the biodiversity, and it will damage our cropping pattern. Genetic stock of our crops will get damaged, and traditional variety of crops will get eliminated. So cropping resilience in the long term will get destroyed. And health issues are that there may be some bad health issues to the humans and also to the animals. So these are the issues need further research.
Okay. My last question is why bamboo is called poor man's timber?
Because the multiple uses of bamboo, like making home for the poor, and making roof for the poor.
So why it was in news? Bamboo. Some Prime Minister has taken some. He gave certain instructions about it.
So I'm not much aware of this.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. Neeraj, your formal interview is over now.
Thank you, sir.
Now you will get to the feedback from our